Looking for a fun dessert idea for Easter and spring? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this fabulous dessert board. For this dessert board, we're making a variety of tasty items. First, we're whipping up some Easter popcorn. We're starting by popping a bag of popcorn according to the box's instructions. Once the popcorn is done, carefully open the bag and pour the popcorn into an even layer on a baking sheet to cool. For my dessert board, I decided to make 3 different types of Easter popcorn, so I split the bag of popcorn between 3 small sheet pans, each lined with parchment paper. For the first popcorn, add a 1/4 cup of melted white chocolate to a piping bag and generously drizzle it onto one of the pans of popcorn. Before the white chocolate sets, add mini jelly beans and then a generous amount of pink and mint-colored sugar sprinkles. You can also spray some edible glitter to give the popcorn some extra sparkle. For the second popcorn, once again add a 1/4 cup of melted white chocolate to a piping bag and then drizzle it over one of the small pans of popcorn. Sprinkle some chocolate egg pieces. I just popped some in my mini food processor to chop them up a bit. Then sprinkle some spring-colored nonpareil sprinkles, and then we're spraying some edible glitter for some gorgeous shine. For the third popcorn, I used some of the same pastel candy melts I used in my Easter and spring hot chocolate bombs video to drizzle over the popcorn. Before they set, sprinkle some Easter sprinkles. If you need to, you can add little dollops of candy melts to help the larger sprinkles stick to the popcorn. Once again, add some optional edible glitter. Once the white chocolate and candy melts are completely set, break the popcorn into pieces and set them aside. Next, we're whipping up some ridiculously easy chocolate-covered strawberries. After cleaning some strawberries, make sure to completely pat them dry. Add 1 to 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips to a microwave-safe bowl and heat in the microwave in short increments of 20 to 30 seconds until completely melted. As always, make sure to stir in between each heating. Holding the strawberries by the leaves on top, dip the strawberries in the melted chocolate. Once the strawberry is completely coated, hold the strawberry above the bowl and shake off the excess chocolate. Then, place the strawberry on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Repeat with the rest of the strawberries. Next, I used some of the same pastel candy melts I used for the third popcorn to drizzle over the strawberries. I drizzled a couple of the strawberries with one of the colors and then repeated this with the rest of the colors. I also made a couple of strawberries that were drizzled with every color. You can certainly add some sprinkles onto the chocolate-covered strawberries before the chocolate sets. Once they're done, pop them into the fridge to let the chocolate completely harden. For an optional finishing touch, you can definitely add some edible glitter onto the strawberries. Next, we're decorating some super cute mini cupcakes. Check out my chocolate cake video for my recipe. I love cupcakes with filling, so I used a paring knife to cut the centers of the cupcakes and then fill them with some deliciously smooth cookie butter ganache. After adding some swirls of buttercream and a few mini buttercream basket weaves on top of the cupcakes, I added buttercream flowers to some of the cupcakes. Check out my Easter cake video to see how I piped some of these flowers. Once we add the flowers, we use a Wilton 352 leaf tip to add a few leaves to the flowers. For some of the other mini cupcakes, we're adding either some chocolate eggs or mini jelly beans, and for others, we're adding Easter and spring sprinkles. For this board, I also included some of the carrot cake cheesecake bites from my latest video. Make sure to check out the link in the video description below. Before I assemble this board, make sure to hit that like button and click subscribe. To assemble this board, we're placing a few cupcake liners on the board to show where the popcorn is going to go. Then, we're adding some of the carrot cake cheesecake bites and arranging them on the board. Next, we're adding some of the mini cupcakes. And then, we're adding chocolate-covered strawberries to the board. Now we're adding some of the dessert popcorn to the cupcake liners. Have fun with this board. You can arrange it in so many ways, so play around with it until you find your favorite layout. And finally, our fun Easter and spring dessert board is complete. You can also find this Easter and spring dessert board on my website, adventuresinYum.net. The link is in the description below. If you're interested in checking out some of the products I used in this video, make sure to also check out the video description below for their Amazon links. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time for another fun food adventure.